And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to CF Montreal versus Toronto FC MLS 2025 Week 14, the 401 Derby, the first League 401 Derby of the season, being played at Stade Saputo. Of course, it's the second 401 Derby of the season because, well, the Can-Champ one didn't go well a couple of weeks ago. But here we are. Toronto did lead it twice. They lost it on pens. So we'll see what happens. But Toronto's playing Montreal on the middle of the weekend. In between games 6 and 7, TFC plays Montreal. The one weekend where I'd hope there's a clean damn sweep. The one time where I'm like, no, even if this hurts the Leafs, TFC can't lose this one. Well, as what comes to pass, comes to pass. I prefer a clean sweep this weekend, now that we know we have a Game 7. But this is one TFC can't lose. I will not accept if we lose this game. Because Montreal was playing at their best. They probably played their best game of the season. They still only drew us and beat us on pens. I would hope these guys come out with a fire under their ass to stomp these guys out at their own stadium and stay above them on the table and push themselves up to 13th. Who's DC play? Huh. Do they not play? Or they play on Sunday? Oh, no, they play Nashville. Okay. Got to watch that one or pay attention to that. Well, I'm not because I'm probably watching Dallas-Winnipeg. But either way, well, I am watching Dallas-Winnipeg. But either way, here we are. 401 Derby. Well, we are away. Fair enough. If we were at home, I think we would win this game 100%. But since we're away, yeah, you might be right. But that still means we'd be above them on the standings. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. Sebastian Breza, the back four, Dawid Bugaj, Joel Waterman, Jalen Neal, Luca Petrasso. The midfield four, Dante Seeley, This isn't Arsenal. Nathan Saliba. Why did I say William? Dude, I ate breakfast. My brain's broken. Samuel Piette, Tom Pierce, Giacomo Vrioni, Caden Clark. Cool. So it's just everybody moving now? Is everybody moving this year? Is everybody moving this year? Feels like it. Welcome to the club. Starting 11 for TFC, Sean Johnson. Back four, Cozy Thompson, Kevin Long, Sigurd Rosted, Lazar Stefanovic. Midfield three, Maxime Dominguez, Lorenzo Insigne, Davy Flores, and the front three, Federico Bernadeschi, Ulla Brynhildsen, and Tyrese Spicer. There you go. Ain't that some? With that being said, well, it's not even started yet, but halftime score 1-1. 1-1. Feel like somebody's going to win this game late. 1-1 at halftime. I think that's fair. What? I've never seen those. honestly, at this point, McDonald's is on my page 3. I'm not really, there's better fast food out there. Oh, it's their chicken strips. There's better chicken strips out there, like DQ. Speaking of fast food, or Raising Cane's, those are really good. Zaxby's aren't bad. McDonald's is a joke at this point, to be fair. I won't even lie. It's really fallen off in general, but do that what you will. At least DQ seems like it's real food as well. Or Raising Cane's or such. But with that being said, Jack in the Box is pretty good. I haven't had Jack in the Box since 2009. No, I haven't. No. Before I got on Amtrak to go to Chicago, we ate there because it was like on a 2-hour delay. There was like a Jack in the Box right by the station with like a Walgreens on the other side of the road. Like, we woke up early, went to Kmart, drove to Alton. It took there was like a 2-hour delay, so took us like into the start of lunchtime, and there was like a Walgreens on the other side of the road and a Jack in the Box on one, and we ate there and then went to the Walgreens and then got on the train to go to Chicago. Remember, that was in 2009. Remember, that was Kmart was still around back then. It's gone now. There's still a couple more Sears than Kmart's. I think Kmart is completely extinct. There's still a couple of Sears out there. Come see the new concept side of Sears. That was horrible. Oh, there's no Sears Canada's actually, but Sears USA. And for some reason, there might be Guatemalan Sears. If you look at Comunicaciones' jerseys, which that I don't know. Come see the Guatemalan side of Sears. If I ever go to Guatemala, well, that's a good thing. Good. There's a good use there. Toronto walking into Stade Saputo. Montreal fans taking pictures with Insigne. Aye. Okay. You soft. Starting 11. Breza in goal for Montreal. Petrasso, Neal, Waterman, Bugaj, Piet, Nathan Saliba. Now, there we go. Tom Pierce, Caden Clark, Dante Seeley, and Giacomo Vrioni up top. Huh. Starting Vrioni. Huh. Starting 11 for TFC. Sean Johnson. Stefanovic, Rosted, Long, Thompson, Dominguez, Flores, Spicer, Insigne, Bernadeschi, Brynhildsen. Not surprised. He should. I don't understand why they're booing him. Let's be real. Like, I know he left, but I don't get it. Player to watch, Nathan Saliba for Montreal. For Toronto, not yet at least. Sean Johnson. Okay, so we're basically just saying this game's going to be a freaking war and low scoring. Makes sense. Well, it's probably what you shouldn't get there, but do with that what you will. Toronto wearing red. Montreal wearing their blue and black tonight or this evening, this afternoon. It's afternoon. It's 2 o'clock. So damn early. But you know what? Fine by me. Here we go. Teams are walking out. Oh, this is going to be funny. Hold on. What the world was like the last time the Leafs won a Game 7. Shrek 2 was the most popular movie. Confessions by Usher was the most popular album. Martin St. Louis led the NHL in points. Rory's going to love that one. The PlayStation 2 was the most popular gaming console. Matthew Nyes was just 2 years old. Mark Zuckerberg launched Facebook at Harvard. And hold on. Paul Martin was still the Prime Minister of Canada. And George Bush was President of the United States. No, Harper didn't become. No. It's 2006, yeah. Paul Martin was still the Prime Minister, I think. I don't think it was. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, he was still the Prime Minister. There we go. Well, when the Leafs have blue and TFC wears red, blame them for picking the colors. Doesn't matter what color I wear, I look good wearing it. So who cares? Yeah. That's what happens when one of your teams wears blue, one of them wears red. I don't look bad in blue, but only when there's a leaf on it. Well, Blue Jays logos do have a leaf on it, so yeah, that works. It works. Oh, Orlando versus Miami on Sunday night. And they're doing a double of them. And LA Galaxy, LAFC. Oh, and I'll be wearing blue tomorrow as well because there's a Game 7. Speaking of, that's way better than Miami. And I will be live for LAFC versus America on May 31st. Don't worry. Waiting for this game to start. Good. Should be a good one. Well, So here we go. Any rain delays? As far as I know, no. But let me check. Hold on. There we go. They have a severe thunderstorm watch for Quebec. We're going to see. It's not raining yet. 3 p.m. showers. 4 p.m. showers. 5 p.m. thunderstorms. And here we go. Oh, Lord, it's the however guy. Philip Dujic is the center ref. They say 6 p.m. where it's where it gets really heavy. So, yeah. We should be able to get through this game without any lightning. We'll see, though. At least that's what the hourly says. Partly cloudy right now. Let me, and TFC kicks it off, and here we go. Let me analyze the radar. They're just going to get hit with that top end of storms. I think what's happening near Barrie and Peterborough, that's what's going to come in. Hold on. Montreal playing it forward. Let me see how this moves. Northeast. Yeah, Montreal might just get in between like the showers, if anything. Showers. It doesn't look like the strong storms will come through. It's 0-0. It just started. 1 minute in. Wonder if this is the same system from yesterday. I wonder. Playing forward. But they are under a severe thunderstorm watch in Quebec. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Playing forward. Conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms that may be capable of producing strong wind gusts, large hail, and heavy rain. There's also a risk of a tornado. So they just have severe thunderstorm watches, not tornado watches. Well, that's good to know. Playing forward. Saved by Sean Johnson. The game has started. It's 2:30. Playing forward. When I finally start using After Effects, maybe. When I get a freaking green screen. I do not have a green screen. I do not have After Effects either. 0-0 is the score. 0-0, 0-0. It's 3:05. 3 minutes and 7 seconds have been played. Goes in. Headed away by Montreal. Playing forward. Oh, nice tackle. Bernadeschi loses it. Cleared away. Plays forward. Pierce. Four minutes. Montreal going down the wing. Tackled away. Good. Oh, wow. What a play. How well did he play that? Brynhildsen gets tackled. No free kick? Really? Bad call, however, man. Bad call. Plays to Sean Johnson. Cleared away. Petrasso. Neal. Getting pressed. 5 minutes in. 0-0. Clean from Waterman. Good defensive plays throughout both teams so far, which have to, I guess. Have to say that. Got the ball from my view. Fair. I've seen those get called before, though, so. It is a derby, though, so maybe that's why it doesn't get called. Fair. Depends on the game, I guess, where that gets called. But I've seen it. 5 minutes have been played. Over 5 minutes. 5:20. Playing forward. Cross in by Montreal. Cleared by Rosted. That big bell. One. Because Toronto wins late on. But I think we hear it once in the first half and never again. The only time I was happy hearing that giant effing bell was when the Raptors won the NBA championship. Because it's the only Canadian team in the NBA, but Montreal was ringing the bell for the Raptors. They won't do that for the Leafs. I know that much. Which is funny because one time they freaking lit the CN Tower up in Habs colors when the Habs went on that big run in 21. They really should pay us back. But either way, the Leafs win the Stanley Cup. What's the score? 0-0. Shot! Goal! There it is! Offside. Vrioni is offside. So it's still 0-0. Offside Vrioni. I think Montreal might have got screwed there. I won't even lie. Won't even front. I think he got... No, he was offside. Okay. No, he was. As the ball was played, he was offside. So it's still 0-0. They play it forward, and Toronto gets let off there. Vrioni was just off. Almost was Vrioni's second goal of the season against Toronto FC. Not as cool as the first one. No VAR. No. It's 7:39. The ball went in about 6:30. They only wasted a minute. No VAR. No. The flag went up and they didn't really even double check. playing forward. Bugaj played it on to Vrioni, who was offside. Foul, free kick. Oh, well, Cozy Thompson gets a yellow card. Free kick for Montreal. 8 minutes, 31 seconds into the game. American sunscreen. Huh. Interesting. Is it, though? 9 minutes in. Free kick for Montreal. That definitely was a foul. On Petrasso, his former teammate, now enemy. Thanks, Toronto, you dumbasses. I always thought he was a pretty good player. He also got his first MLS goal back on the midweek. Of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he did. 10 minutes in. Honestly, not surprised at all. Here comes Montreal's free kick. It is rivalry week, yes. As you can see with Miami, Orlando, and El Trafico this week. Ball crossed in, headed away. I think it also is Cascadia Cup this week as well. So, well, RSL in Colorado, yeah. That ain't nothing compared to the other rivalries. Well, no. Miami, Orlando. Really? That's going to go out for a corner kick. Rosted, you idiot. 10 minutes in, 0-0. Corner for Montreal. Short, blocked away. And Insigne blocks Pierce's cross, another corner. Like, just jumps into it. Cool. Cool. Have there been any good chances? Well, besides the offside, no. Cross in. Headed away, cleared away by Toronto. Out for a throw. Ay, ay, ay. Montreal's pressing hard, though. They're definitely, it's a derby. They might be totally useless, but against Toronto, well, Toronto's less useless than Montreal this year. Cross in. Plays around the back for any team combined. Well, you would have got one if Vrioni could stay onside, but he can't unless he does an overhead kick. Cleared away. Horrible giveaway. Pierce throws it back or passes it back. This ain't hockey. My wires are getting crossed. That's out for a throw. 12 minutes in. 12:30 in. The only game in town right now is Toronto-Montreal. Throws in. Well, you'd have to let us know tomorrow. You have to let us know tomorrow. Saved by Sean Johnson. Because I'll be off camera until tomorrow evening. After the stream is over, then of course we'll have the review, and there you go. You do realize the offside doesn't count. Here we go. TFC running. Here's a chance shot. Goal! 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 Tyrese Spicer! 13 minutes in. 1-0 Toronto. What a run, Spicer. Let's go. What a run. Golazo. What a run by Tyrese Spicer. And he scores again against Montreal. A big run by the Trinidadian. And it's 1-0. What a shot. Over the shoulder of Breza. Boom. Let's go, boys. That is 14 minutes in. 1-0 Toronto. Yep. 0-1. Lovely. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm starting to lose my voice. I think I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Am I wrong? Feels like I'm kind of starting to lose my voice a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I felt a little bit hoarse on calling that goal. I think I kind of pushed it a little bit too far. Or it might just be because it hadn't even been 24 hours since the Leafs game ended. Maybe, I don't know. You sound normal. Okay, maybe it was just me then. I don't know. My throat does feel a little bit scratchy, but other than that, maybe that's what it is. Well, at least they went to a game 7. We know what that means, but hey, maybe it's different this year. Maybe it's different this year. Yeah, I'm ready to be hurt tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm ready to be hurt tomorrow. I'm probably going to cry on camera either way, frankly. Leafs lose game 7. I'm going to be devastated crying on camera at the end of the stream. They win and finally go to the conference final. Tears of joy, like game 6 of 2023. I hope so. Like, I won't lie. I will probably tear up on camera either way tomorrow. I'll be real. Some I've never seen them do as a fan who's been able to pay attention to the Leafs. They have gone to the Eastern Conference Finals in my lifetime. Just in 2002. When I was just a toddler. So wasn't paying attention. Funnily enough, if they do go, they'll be playing the same team who they played 23 years ago. Who they lost to 23 years ago. Revenge? Either way, 17th minute. 2000. Toddler is 2, so -2 from 2002 is, do the math yourself. I think you can subtract. I can, and I suck at math, so I'm sure you could subtract. Then again, people can't add up what I think is obvious to add up, but it's more of a word problem. People do have problems with word problems. I did. So, 18th minute. Playing forward. Oh, Spicer. Get the ball, man. '18th minute. And he's the reason why Toronto lost to Carolina 23 years ago. O-Dog. He was basically, well, yeah. 18th minute. Well, good for Aaron Judge. Ball cleared away by Toronto. %71 possession to 29. Yep, I saw. And it's going to be May 31st, 9:30 p.m. Central. I'll be live for it. I'll be live for all three big games. Well, I don't know if I'd call Toronto playing whoever the hell they're playing big, but for me, it's big. I'll be live for the Champions League final on the 31st. Review it because I have an hour in between at worst. The Champions League final and Toronto FC. Live for TFC. Game, 6:30 Central. There'll be an hour in between that and the LAFC America game. I'll review the TFC game, put the video out for that. And then as that's coming up, I'll go live for LAFC America, and then we'll review that once that's over. So 3 streams, 3 reviews on the 31st of May. There you go. Why does it all make sense? And Rod Brindamore was playing for the Hurricanes back then, wasn't he? And turns out Rod Brindamore and Craig Berube are friends, but they fought each other a lot when they both played hockey. By the way, it was one of Craig Berube's most likely opponents. And Craig Berube wasn't afraid of a fight. Probably still isn't afraid of a fight. And that should be a free kick. Oh, it is. It is going to be a free kick for Toronto. There you go. Good call. Oh, no. Toronto's up a man. Toronto's up a man. Waterman's gone. Waterman's off. Waterman's off. Toronto's up a man. Oh, no, they're going to screw it up now. Oh, yeah, no. They're up a man now. They're going to screw this up. You might be right. Oh, they'll find a way. They'll find a way. The game's going well. Toronto's leading 1-0. They just got a free kick. Dog-so on Brynhildsen by Waterman. And Waterman's going off. He horse-collared him, then got him in the legs. He's off. He's off. That's going to be overturned by VAR, isn't it? It's got to be. I mean, that was dog-so. That was dog-so out of the box. This might be overturned by VAR, though. Let's see if they do so. Or will Toronto take the free kick and will Montreal be playing down a man for over an hour? I think it's not. It is dog-so. Is it a red, though? If he completely horse-collared him, yeah, but no. It was more of the leg tackle that took him out than the horse collar. If he slew-footed him, yeah, no, that would be a red. But it's going to be a free kick. It is a red, no check. Toronto's up a man. Shot past the post. Insigne, you are useless. Goal kick. Useless. Oh, it was Bernadeschi. Oh, well. You're less useless, but that was a bad free kick. Out of nowhere, it was just like, on Insigne, show the free kick. My bad. I mean, Bernadeschi's not useless, but that was a bad free kick. How about that? "22nd minute. Rosted. It's a long. Thompson. Playing forward. Well, Toronto should score now. You might get your second goal. 23rd minute. I'd be surprised if you didn't get your second goal. Whoever bet on that. If they don't score in like 25 minutes up a man, no. I'd be pissed too. I'd be pissed too. Thompson. Brynhildsen. Steps on. Insigne. Go to the wing. Don't play it backwards. All right. Spicer. Shot wide. Man, Spicer's going for it, though. Like, he's going for it, man. He's so good. Well, at least he tries. I think he's very good, but at least he tries. If you don't think he's good, at least he tries. At least he gives a full 100% effort. I've never seen Tyrese Spicer not give 100% effort. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. I don't want to hear it sound. I don't want to hear that big effing bell sound. I hate it. Like, even though my TV's muted, I can still hear that thing ring when it rings. That's how freaking loud it is. I don't mind it not sounding. Well, I love when it doesn't sound. Annoying as hell. La Belle, annoying as hell. I know that was mangled Franglish. I know. I don't. It is what it is. 26th minute. But La Belle Province. Is CF Montreal tanking? Well, I mean, getting a red card like that, maybe. Another goal by halftime there should be, considering Toronto's up a man, yeah. I'd be pissed off if there isn't, just because that's stupid. You're up a man. You already got one. 11v11. Spicer's freaking flying. You might as well get another. If you don't get another by halftime, I didn't bet, and I'll be pissed. If Toronto's not up 2-0 by halftime or more. You'll be pissed because you bet. I'll be pissed because they're stupid. But, you know, there you go. And they're useless. If Brynhildsen can't score, I'm going to just go, well, I don't know. Brynhildsen, this is your time to score. Prove you're worth a damn. You're not, but I don't know what a 11v10 goal means, but if you're playing over an hour on the power play, I know I just got my wires crossed again, but it's funny. If you're playing over an hour on the power play, you might as well score. But then again, another Toronto team has a shit power play, so, you know, whatever. Yes, because to me, playing up a man is called a power play, especially at this time of the year. Yeah, my wires got crossed. Because I've been doing a lot of hockey recently because May's a pretty barren month. But the Leafs have gone into the second round to Game 7. So, possible. Brynhildsen. Come on, Ulla. And he lost the ball. My God, you were useless. Send it back to Michelin. What are we doing? Ulla. What are you doing? Like, nope, just going to let him get the ball. Are you slow as molasses? What the hell? Jesus Christ. 29th minute. 1-0 Toronto. That could have been the second goal, but Ulla Brynhildsen is slower than molasses. Okay. Bernadeschi with a shot, save, cleared by Montreal. Yep, it's very sad to hear about Scheifele, Mark Scheifele's father passing away. But whatever Mark Scheifele chooses to do, I respect. But I feel like Mark Scheifele's dad, with how hockey crazy that family was, I think Mark's going to play. I think he will. Because I think Mark's dad would be mad in the afterlife if Mark didn't play a big playoff game today. But again, it's a very sad thing to hear. Losing a parent at this moment when you're already shot goal, Toronto. When you're already emotions are already running high, it's gotta suck. It's gotta suck. Bernadeschi scores 2-0. There's your second goal. Federico Bernadeschi with a run into the far post. 2-0. Boom. There it is. Federico Bernadeschi, 30 minutes in. Nil 2. Bernadeschi makes the run against Petrasso. Boom, with a shot under the arm of Breza. And there it is. 2-0. No, they had a really good season in 2022. So that was 2 seasons after they dropped the Impact. So it's not like they've been completely cursed. Saputo's just a horrible owner. But Bologna won the Coppa Italia. Okay, so what does that have to do with Montreal besides Saputo owns both teams? What does that have to do? He doesn't give a shit about CF Montreal. Okay, so what does that have to do with anything? So good for Bologna for winning the Coppa Italia. Amazing. Wonderful. Good for them. AC Milan sucks this year. And for some reason, in their biggest game, they didn't even show up. Santi Jimenez did not show up. Pulisic did not show up, which that's about normal if he ain't playing Mexico during a big game. That's about normal. Santi Jimenez in a big game didn't show up. Every game for Mexico is a big game. He never shows up, so who are we kidding? Dominguez with a shot, cross goal! Ulla Brynhildsen scores! 3-0! His first goal for TFC! Finally! Ulla Brynhildsen! 3-0! Ulla Brynhildsen scores! Crossed by Dominguez, and there you go. 3-0. Ulla Brynhildsen. It is getting ugly for Montreal. This is 2 goals against a team they're down a man, who are also bottom of the East. We should be doing this. But I have standards still. So either way, they haven't killed my standards completely. So either way, Ulla Brynhildsen, boom. His first Toronto goal, Ulla Brynhildsen. 33rd minute. 0-3. There's no way they blow this, right? Montreal ain't doing shit. I hate to tell you. It'll probably stay 3 or 4-0 by the half. Caden Clark is off for Victor Latore. Alvarez is coming on as well. I guess they're trying to steady the ship. By the way, they just took off some of their best offensive players. So, That was dumb. Oh, no, it's going to be worse. No, that's going to be worse. By the way, they re-signed Vanny. LA Galaxy re-signed Vanny. What's wrong with you? You know what? I'm not mad about it, though. Whatever delusional person thinks Vanny coming back is a good thing can shut up now. He was lucky to have Seba Javinko and Ricky Puig. And what happened when he lost both guys? Well, and Alejandro Pozuelo. Mostly Seba and Ricky Puig, though. What happened? Well, what'd I just say? He had freaking world-class players that he got to build around at both his clubs, and they finally won. They both won at least one MLS Cup. It's called circumstances. No, the grass isn't greener on the other side. If Vanny was coaching this team, they'd still be not as bad, but they'd probably be John Herdman performance level. Yeah, he'd paper over the cracks a little bit. They barely miss the playoffs at worst and barely make it at best. I'm not saying he's totally shit, but he's definitely he's got a low ceiling and a high floor. Low ceiling and a high floor. Do I think they'd miss the playoffs with him? At least half of these years? No. Like 21, they still would have made the playoffs with him, I think, had he stayed. Would it have been barely? Yes, but they would have made it. 22? No, I think he would have missed the playoffs. He has missed the playoffs, well, multiple times with the Galaxy, so who knows? Maybe he can miss the playoffs. Well, unless it's can champion on penalties. I'm not even going to scream about that today. No, I'm not. I feel happy for multiple reasons. I am not going to talk about it. I'm glad. You ruined our CONCACAF chances. You deserve to go. You deserve to get thrown to the ninth circle of hell. Well, you're already there, but... Well, you don't have to get thrown there. You're already there, but... The infinity circle of hell. How about that? You're already in the ninth circle of hell. Well, he only played 20 minutes. I'm sure he'll be able to... Well, no, he can't because part of his suspension. Either way, free kick for Montreal. Just... Like, was it actually a wasp or was it like a dirt dauber? Like an actual wasp or a dirt dauber? There's differences here. Well, we weren't arguing about that, but... Good. One to two. 1-2 Red Bulls lead at the half. NYCFC ends up drawing it by the end of the game, though. Shot, was it? I think. Does both teams score off the post and wide? And Montreal still gets a good chance being down a man. Yeah, but Toronto's winning 3-0. So up a man as well since like the 21st minute. They got 2 of their goals after the send-off, but they're playing pretty well. Probably their best game of the season. I mean, it should be. It's a derby. They knocked you out of the can champ. You better play your best. But This is awesome. I know it's a low bar, but this is awesome. Okay, it was a real wasp then. Yeah. Oh no, that was a real wasp then. Those things don't want to die. Yeah. The fact that Toronto still has like a breath left this season compared to the Galaxy is crazy. Like Toronto still has an outside shot at making the playoffs, if not a little bit better. I didn't say do anything, I just said make. Galaxy season is actually over. Montreal's is just about over. Toronto has some life. You start stringing some results together, you know, you might make the playoffs with how bad the Eastern Conference is, the bottom half of it. You pick up some results, you know. Spicer block shot. I won't even be mad at that. 40th minute. Ricky Puig got hurt. They had to trade Dejan Joveljic and Marky Delgado and Gaston Brugman. Paintsel has regressed. Gabriel Peck was always a one-trick pony. Always needs people around him to actually perform, but he's also regressed. Maya Yoshida's regressed. Mickey Gamanez regressed. Marco Royce is washed like a mother. Beep. Let's see. John McCarthy has fallen off a bit. They thought playing Mikovic was a good idea for a while, which no, it wasn't. Even though John McCarthy's a bit washed. I don't know how bad it is, considering that team is so damn bad. He might not be that washed. It's just the situation. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we might not see Ricky Puig again this season. He might be out till November, which is not what I expected at all. So that's bad. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Toronto drafts pretty well, all things considered. Like, I think they've really always drafted some solid players compared to other teams, at least. I'm not Mel Kiper. I have no idea. Ask Tommy Scoops. Ask Matt Doyle. I don't know anything about college soccer. Mississippi State doesn't have a men's team, so I could care less. Well, Mississippi State does have a men's club team, but they don't have a school-sanctioned team, a competitive team. Nobody gives a shit about the club team because that gets you nothing. So my point is I don't care about college men's football or soccer. Well, I guess I should say soccer because it's the South. Women's, though, yes, because State has a women's team, and they're pretty damn good. But no men's school-sponsored team, so I could care less about college men's soccer. I mean, I only have so many hours in a day and only have 2 screens, so at best. So I gotta pick and choose anyway. A lot of the fact that I care about college sports comes from Mississippi State being positive, being okay at college sports, being at least passable, competent. Yeah. Speaking of, Mississippi State looks like they'll make the college baseball tournament. Feels like 2018 a little bit. If the Club World Cup one going on. If I have to fit in the College World Series, I might try to. Especially if it's the final series. But either way, honestly, the Galaxy is doing worse. Montreal has a win. Galaxy does not. Are there any expansion teams next year? No? Okay, yeah, it'll be the Galaxy. From MLS Cup champions to first overall pick. I've never seen a fall so bad. And I'm a Leafs fan. I've I've never seen a fall so bad, and I'm a Leafs fan. I'm happy to hear it. Maximum Crepeau. Oh, any USC fan? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm reading it now. Who loves USC? What he won from the UCLA store, LA, said nothing. He doesn't even want I'm a Leave jersey. The former Tennessee quarterback jersey. Get out! No? Nobody wants his jersey. Who am I kidding? Tennessee fans want to burn their jerseys, and UCLA, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. He's going to get lolcow of the week at least once from Squid for running out of bounds. Get out! Cool and good. Cool and good, Squid. Yeah, because the Canadian Championship setup is stupid. It's the second time that's happened in 3 years. Guess what happened both times? Toronto got knocked out at home. This time on penalties. They got beat outright 2 years ago. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Does that mean the Leafs lose to the Florida Panthers tomorrow? Because 2 years ago, guess what the second round was? Well, it got past 5 games. Whatever. 45th minute. You know what? If TFC has to go down to Montreal for Toronto to go deeper in the NHL playoffs, you know what? Screw it. I'll take it. Okay, that is pretty cool. Mel. Don't put that into the universe. Don't even do that. I mean, yeah, if it happens, it should be a fireable offense. But don't even say it. Don't even say it. I'ma leave you. I am a leva. I'll try. I think that's how you actually say it. Yeah. I am a leva, aka I'ma leave you. I'm not even a Tennessee fan, and that pissed me off. I think it pissed everybody off. Who am I kidding? Those antics. I think it pissed everybody off. NIL is a scourge. Didn't you like NIL when it first was possibly to come in? Has it helped Mississippi State like I thought it would? No. So, in either basketball or football. So, no. It is a scourge. I thought it was going to help Mississippi State. Bozo! Hey, Bozo! I thought it was going to help Mississippi State get to the next level when NIL was first announced. I was wrong. Hey, Bozo! Maybe I was being hopeful or delusional. I don't know which. Maybe it was delusional. Well, I mean, you know what? Final's going to be Forge versus Vancouver. And you know what? Forge is going to win it. You heard it here first. Bobby Smirniotis is going to depose the Vancouver Whitecaps. The 4-peat won't happen because of Bobby Smirniotis' genius. You heard it here first. I hope I'm right. I mean, fair enough, but I still think Salter isn't a head case. That's the difference. I'd rather have an underperforming starting quarterback who was never going to fill the shoes of Shador than a head case whose dad is legitimately a pageant dad. And Cal thinks it's a meal ticket to the playoff. You're out of your mind. Or UCLA, my bad. UCLA thinks it's a meal ticket to the playoff, and he's a head case. I mean, yeah, he did make the playoff with Tennessee, but I believe in Josh Heupel a lot more than whatever UCLA has. He's a head case. So Caden Salter's underwhelming. If you're going to compare him to Shedeur, he's always going to be underwhelming, but he's solid. Overall, he's solid. Insigne shot off the crossbar. 1 minute to go before halftime. Oh. Almost 4. Yeah. The bad part about that is UCLA is going to somehow play Mississippi State in some random bowl before Christmas. Like Mississippi State will make a bowl this year. They'll play UCLA like freaking December 23rd. Probably. I would rather it be played during the Intercontinental Cup. So we don't start next season with a Mississippi State Bowl, but we get one at the end of this season during the Intercontinental Cup. So probably like what, December 16th? I could see it. Mississippi State versus UCLA. Mississippi State has 5 wins and got in on APR. 3-0 Toronto at halftime. Because I think State's academic progress rate is still pretty good. That's one good thing about them. Their academics are top-notch. Especially for an SEC school. In the state of Mississippi. No joke. State's academic progress rate is very high. It's awesome. Turns out an Aggie school is a very smart school. Who would have knew? But I only care about it because it helps State make a bowl game if they don't win 6 games. Maybe that shows where we are. It's hey, it's a good backup, Maybe that's why Ole Miss doesn't care about it, because they don't need it. We do. Either way, halftime, 3-0 Toronto FC. Another 45 minutes to play, and Toronto has a 3-0 lead. You love to see it. Sit tight. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Toronto's been pretty damn dominant through 45 plus 5 minutes. That's what you got to do. I love it. Yeah, the red card helped, but you still gotta produce. You still gotta produce. And this team, I mean, the last time they had to play up a man for 30 minutes, what happened? They didn't produce. So they learned something from that RSL game. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. 3-0 Toronto. Boom. We are back for the stats of the half. We have 50% possession to 50% possession, 8 shot to 9, 2 shots on goal to 4, 199 accurate passes to 202, 86 percent pass accuracy. We have 4 fouls to 9, 3 corners to 0, 8 shots to 9, 2 shots on goal to 4, 229 passes to 234, 87% pass accuracy to 86% pass accuracy, 1 offside to 1, 1 yellow card to 1, 1 red card to 0, 0-3 at the half for Toronto FC. What a performance. Yeah, 2 of those goals were after the red card, but this team has problems finishing anyway. So the fact that they finished is a good thing. Like, let's not sit here and be like, oh, but red card. They still finished. They still finished. It's called, hey, sometimes you got to finish your chances. And they did. Got to finish your chances, and they did. Awesome. Amazing. You love to see it. You love to see it. Ha, 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 ha. You love to see it. You love to see it. Man City is trophyless for the... They didn't win a trophy Pep's first season, didn't they? For the second time in Pep's tenure, they are trophyless. You love it. 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 I'm not going to complain about them winning this game and losing on penalties in the Can Champ. I'm a little bit too positive today for multiple reasons to do that. I'm not going to stew about it. I'm not going to yell about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Such is life. We're probably not ready for CCL anyway. Who we kidding? But with that being said, I'll take the win and run. Yeah, but then we're kicking the shit out of them. So you gave them life, and now we're kicking the shit out of them. So, okay. Shout out Ula. He needed that. Yeah. And he got the red card. He drew the red card, too. I mean, he's actually had a pretty good performance. Now, that is his first TFC goal against 10 men, but it was a pretty good goal. And he was right there for that own goal, last Saturday? Okay. You know, I won't complain too much. He's had a pretty good game. Love it. But, hey, that's like the best performance he's had, Ulla Brynhildsen. So, if he could do that, if he could build on it, that would be great. Like, it's cool to score a goal, but if you can't build on it, it's not worth it. I hope you're listening, Austin. This goes for you, too. Like, scoring a goal is great, but if you're just going to score that goal and not build on it, well, you know, it's not worth it, is it? We wouldn't even make the semifinals. Let me be real. Toronto won't even have made the semifinals of the CCL. I still think Monterrey or Pumas would have beaten us, so I don't know if Miami would have beat them, so maybe if Toronto made the semis. I mean, you would think they do anyway. Hold on. Like, Prem titles and all trophies. What? Has Man City won that many trophies? And Man United sucked for that long? Like, that's... It's 68 major trophies for Man United going into the Europa League final. Man City trophy count, 36 major honors. Huh? It is what it is. 10 league titles for Man City. Man United have 20. So, no, Man United had 68 major trophies. They still got more than Man City. Now, if you talk about this year, this year. Well, the worst that could happen is they're both on 0. Best that could happen is Man United wins the Europa League. You were talking about this year. I get it. Well, I mean, yeah, they can have more titles won than Man City this year, and that trophy be a European trophy. The Europa League. But it would be funny. I mean, Man City's had a pretty bad year, though. It's not like it's a shock. Man United's had a worse year, but somehow they're in the Europa League final. Is the rest of the Europe that bad that the 2 worst teams in the Prem who didn't get relegated make the final? Like, I love it for the memes, but what? Like, is the rest of Europe that bad? Like, is the rest of Europe that bad on the year? Yeah, I was like, wait. Oh, yeah, on the year. But, yeah, they can. If they win the Europa League final on Wednesday, which we'll be live for, and we'll review. I will be live for the Europa League final. So, Graham and Daniel are going to go to war in the comments. But I will be live for the Europa League final. I was always going to be live for the UEFA finals. But I will be live for it Wednesday afternoon. I'll see you then. So, if you want to see my reaction to the Europa League final, I will be here. And I'll review the game. Gubal glow on for Saliba. And we've kicked off the second half. So if you want to watch me react to the Europa League final, I will be here. Kevin Long's off for Zane Monlouis. Oh, he's playing! Yay! Zane Monlouis back on the pitch. Finally! Robin Fraser plays Zane Monlouis. Finally, for the first time since he got hurt. Finally. 46th minute. Being a Man United fan is not easy as a fan myself. I pray we win. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday. Dortmund secured a Champions League spot from 10th place to a Champions League spot. Good for Dortmund. The Champions League, you know what? I'll be real. The Champions League would have sucked without Dortmund. Well, I mean, the tournament wouldn't have sucked, but it would have been sad to see Dortmund not be there. Dortmund, it just feels right when they're in the Champions League. Like, Dortmund being in the Champions League is where they should be. So it's good they made it back. Well, he didn't get signed up for Betis. I'm happy he isn't, though. I'm happy Cucho can't play the Conference League final because Anthony and Cucho would beat the shit out of Chelsea. Who you got winning the Champions League? PSG. They're going to actually win. It's like the Man City final 2 years ago. I want Inter Milan to win. I'll be wearing the Italy jersey that Saturday for that game. They're not going to win. PSG's winning. I want Inter to win, but they won't win. Just like the Man City final. I'm going to be less pissed off about PSG winning than Man City. I do think PSG's current squad is likable. Like, I think them actually building a team and doing it without Galacticos and winning the Champions League without Galacticos would actually be a win where you could sit here and be like, yeah, they're an oil club, but they did it and actually built a team. Like, they failed this much with Galacticos, and then they finally built a team, and they're playing as a team, and they're the best team in Europe. It's a different type of situation. But Inter could be the team who lets another oil club win their first Champions League. But it's also funny because PSG and Man City both lost their first Champions Leagues to a team coached by Thomas Tuchel. Wait. My bad. No, my bad. He was coaching, actually. Damn it. No. My bad. Tuchel coached Bayern after Bayern won that Champions League. No, Hansi Flick was coaching them. My bad. Oh, my God. Yeah, my brain's still not on. No. My bad. Tuchel was coaching in that final. He was just coaching for PSG. Then he won with Chelsea the next year. And then he coached Bayern Munich 2 years later after that. My bad. Chelsea should have never let him go. England might actually win a trophy. Only because of Thomas Tuchel. It's kind of like the Leafs and Craig Berube. England finally hired a winner. And if they win a trophy, if they win the World Cup, it's because of Thomas Tuchel. It's not because of anything else. It's because Thomas Tuchel's a winner. Just like if the Leafs win the Stanley Cup or just even get out of the second round, it's because Craig Berube's a winner. That means a lot, is all I'm saying. For a team who's been cursed since the 60s. I know. Guess who else has been? It means a lot to have a coach who actually could win. Who actually is a winner. A breadwinner. Thomas Tuchel's a breadwinner, just like Craig Berube. And the Blues were idiots for firing Berube. And the football Blues, the Chelsea Blues, are idiots for firing Thomas Tuchel. I'd say Doug Armstrong is a better hockey brain than Todd Bowley has a football brain, but, I don't give a shit. Toluca ganador. I hope you're... Well, wait, no. You're probably right. You love to see it. Of course they should. As you should. But again, yeah, no, I can actually see, I know this is crazy, but I can actually see England winning a trophy with Thomas Tuchel as their manager. Because he's a winner. Because he wins. It's what he does. He's very good at knockout tournaments as well. So, but that's also because he wins. But like Thomas Tuchel, the way he sets up during knockout tournaments, take it from me, masterclass. Take it from me, masterclass. Yes. All the league titles they've won plus a Champions League, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Greg Vanney's a fraud. That's all that needs to be studied. And no, the grass would not be greener on the other side if he stayed. He's a fraud. Let's talk about star players. Okay? Ricky Puig is a star player. He's a world-class player. He still missed the playoffs multiple times with Ricky Puig on his team. He was there in 21, yeah. So he missed the playoffs in 21, made the playoffs in 22, missed him in 23, won the cup in 24. We'll lose the playoffs, miss the playoffs this year, but Ricky Puig may not even play at all this year, so that's not his fault. Sebajavinko at least never missed the playoffs with TFC. Pozuelo didn't miss the playoffs in 2020 or 19, but he did after Vanny left. But Vanny can only succeed to the highest level that he has with players around that world-class player who know how to play around that world-class player. He has to have a good roster. Yes, his teams have a high floor, barely missing the playoffs, but they have a low ceiling. But if you get him the right players, that ceiling can be hit. He's a fraud. And no, he probably missed the playoffs because they don't respect MLS. That's why they don't call him. Oh, and also Ricky Puig kind of still has that diva. I bet they still see him as the diva that was at Barca. They got himself run out of Barca. That probably doesn't help either. But Sebajavinko should have been called up at Italy when he was in MLS at his peak. It's the same situation. Ricky Puig and Alonso Coelho should both be called up for Spain out of MLS. They're both world-class players, both world-class midfielders. They should be at least called up and on the squad. Sebajavinko, when he was in MLS during his prime and what he was doing in this league, he should have been called up for those World Cup qualifiers. They would have made the World Cup in 2018 if he was there, but he wasn't because Ventura didn't respect MLS to his detriment. Sebajavinko was still a world-class player when he was playing for Toronto FC. Goal for TFC. It's going to be 4-0. Brynhildsen takes the shot too. Brynhildsen with his second. And it's 4-0. Or no, it was Bernadeschi. Well, that makes sense. My bad. It was Bernadeschi. Why was I thought it was my bad. It was Bernadeschi. My brain is broken right now. Holy shit. I hate these early games. The gears aren't turning at all. Bernadeschi. Why'd I think? Oh, maybe it's the rain making his hair flop around. But it makes sense because that was actually an amazing curler. Brynhildsen doesn't have that in his bag. My bad. Yeah, it is Bernadeschi. I should have seen that from the corner. What is wrong with me today? That is the third time I was off the mark. Bernadeschi scores. 4-0. We need 7. No. That'd be crazy if we did it. Bernadeschi scores his second. But it was the second goal for somebody. That being Federico Bernadeschi. His last name starts with a B. He already had a goal earlier. It's Bernadeschi, though. Man, I'm off the damn mark today. Damn. Really, a 1:30 match? I ate breakfast. I ate 2 sliders. Why am I off the mark so badly today? 56 minute. Yeah, walk out of the stadium. Walk out of the stadium, you plastics. Get the hell out. They're waving the white flag. Well, like the French, they're waving the white flag. Get out. Get out! 4-0 Toronto. Bernadeschi with a curler. The 55th minute. Yellow card for Jalen Neal. It's going to be a free kick. Au revoir, Montreal. Au revoir. Get out! There's a hole in Quebec that we call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal. Go to hell. No. I've never heard of OJ waking you up. OJ doesn't wake you up. You got it wrong. OJ doesn't wake you up. Oh, are we talking about the other? Oh, he's talking about orange juice, not he's talking about orange juice. I don't drink orange juice. He's talking about orange juice, not O.J. Simpson. Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah, O.J. Simpson. No, that doesn't wake you up at all. No, it's more likely to. Well, not anymore. He's dead. But even he can't wake himself up anymore, can he? You set me up, okay? You set me up. I love it. Hey, anybody says OJ, I'm going to make jokes about OJ Simpson because he deserves it. I know Howard Stern won't do it anymore because he's a punk. Howard Stern's weak now. I'll go full Norm Macdonald. And yeah, since Norm's dead, I guess yeah, sure. Yeah, Norm would still do it, but he died. Howard Stern's weak now. Howard Stern's not even funny much anymore. The only thing that's funny about his show is Robin and the Whack Pack. Howard's not even funny anymore himself. I don't know what changed. Sell out. I'm surprised he still uses the Whack Pack. The way he is, I'm surprised he still uses the Whack Pack. Exactly. Exactly. He did it. I hope she doesn't get fed to Charlotte. Because I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not. I really don't like it. Shot over the bar. Trust me, I think caffeine probably wakes you up more. I don't know why my brain is. Either way. Etienne and Corbianu coming on. Oh no, they're going to try to stop it. They're already dead. Stop it. They're already dead. I'm not a fan of orange juice. I'm just not. I'm not a fan of it. No. I didn't even know there was going to be a new one, but no. You need some milk. I do too. That's why I know he's weak. That's why I know he's gone soft. I prefer the Sternthology stuff, in my opinion. His new stuff, he's gone soft. Like, I get you might have to pull back a little bit of the shit he used to do, but he's pulled back a lot. Like, he's totally, since I'd say before COVID, he lost his mind, and then he lost his mind even more. Like, he lost his fire, so to speak. Not his mind, but his fire. Does he even go into studio anymore? Has he finally started to go back to his studio, or does he still do it from his house? I mean, all power to him, I guess, but you know. all power to him, I guess. But it's not that I'm a hater. It's just that I know what he used to. Talk about Howard. I mean, I know what he used to be. Like, it's so diametrically opposed. Like, some of the shit that man pulled, and now he's acting holier than thou and gone that soft. Come on now. I mean, I get it's 2025, but shot, goal for Montreal. And they score. Yep, of course. Frioni scores. It's 4-1. Of course, we couldn't even keep a clean sheet. Oh, Lord. Of course, we couldn't keep a clean sheet. Oh, so he went back to his studio. Okay. Goal for Montreal. I like apple juice. I like apple juice. If you put creamer and sugar in it, yeah. Preferably a cappuccino or espresso. Like coffee itself, though. Goal for Frioni. No clean sheet. No. Four one. Do you like pineapple juice? No. Frioni used to play for the Revs, and now he plays for Montreal. Did you not watch the Can Champ game? He also basically knocked us out of that tournament. Giacomo Frioni scores 4-1. You know, let him have it. I don't care. They're not coming back. Barely onside. This time he was barely onside. 64th minute. Whoever had the over, you're crazy, but goal! 5-1! Theo Corbianu at the penalty spot to the side netting. Goal for TFC, 5-1 Corbianu. Well, at least we got the 4-goal lead back. It's still belt to ass. I don't care. It's still belt to ass. I don't care. Corbianu gets the rebound, lands at the penalty spot, puts it to the side of the net. Red wedding. Well, you're funny. 66 minute. 1-5. Well, sucks for Montreal. They already fired their manager. He's been really good lately. Like, Corbianu's been really good lately. No, I agree. Like, he's been good. He's been good. No problems with Corbianu right now for me. He's been really good. He's been really good. Really good. Berna with 2, Corbianu, Brynhildsen, Spicer. Oh. Playing forward, 68th minute. I just thought he had to build on something. Like, I never really, how do I put this? When it comes to Corbianu, I am very, like, I know he could be better. I didn't think he was a bad player. I just think he's a very young but hard-headed player. I was basically saying, hey, kid, you gotta be better. You gotta be better. I see at potential. I never really was totally off of him. I think Spicer's a very good player, but I was never totally off of Corbianu because I always thought he had potential. Do I think he's hard-headed? Yeah. Do I think he has a little bit of an ego? Yeah. Do I think part of his hard-headedness makes him play worse if things ain't going his way? Yeah. But when he's on, he's on. How's Isiah? He hasn't scored yet, so what does that tell you? Let's see. Assists from who? Oh, we don't have the assists yet. Corbianu. What was off a rebound? Toronto goals. Bernadeschi. Where is it? Insigne assisted the Bernadeschi goal. That's one assist. That's 1 point. The second goal, Maxime Dominguez assisted Brynhildsen with a cross. Davy Flores assisted Berna's first goal. The second goal, the first goal was assisted by Brynhildsen for Spicer. So Insigne has an assist. He actually did something. Insigne's off now. Speaking of him, for Matty Longstaff, what are we doing? Okay. Okay. All right. TFC, if DC loses tonight and TFC holds on to their win, TFC will be 12th place. TFC will be 12th place tonight with 13 points and 3 wins and a -3 goal differential. Might be -2, and that's why, if they hold on tonight. And DC loses to Nashville. And then Toronto plays Nashville next Saturday. By the way, just so you know. Toronto is 5 points behind the wild card spot. Of course, NYCFC is going to play later today against Red Bulls, but they're right up next to each other. So, depending on who loses, it'll still be 5 points if there's a loss, 6 points if there's a draw. But in some way, shape, or form, Toronto's at least going to be 5 points down of the playoff spot. Revs, who are they playing? Revs might have a bye this week. Holy shit, the Revs are at 11 matches played. What the hell? The Revs are only at 11 matches played. Wow. 71st minute. And they play the San Jose Earthquakes. Oh, they're losing. They're losing. They're losing. Oh, no, they're losing. Bruce Arena's going to kill them. Bruce Arena's going to kill New England tonight. Of course he is. I don't care if it's on the road. He's got something to prove. And besides, the Revs suck. Bruce Arena is going to make the Revs wish they never railroaded him. Is Richie Williams still on the coaching staff? Is he? Let me find out. Hold on. I think he is. Who's on the coaching staff of the Revs? If he's still there, team management. No, he's not. No, he's not. Let's look at Revs 2, by the way. Maybe he's coaching them. Oh, he is coaching them. So he's still in New England, but he's coaching Revs 2. Basically, if you're the Revs, let's see what happens for the Bruce Arena. Bruce Arena's going to make the Revs wish they never railroaded him tonight. Because at this point, it looks like that's what happened. He either said because why would he be back in MLS if he said something that bad? He must have gotten railroaded. Like, that's all that makes sense, right? If he's back coaching the Earthquakes, either they NDA'd the shit out of the Revs or, well, Bruce Arena didn't say anything that bad. And he got railroaded. Because Richie Williams is a jack wagon. 74th minute. 5-1 Toronto. Yeah, the Rain's past Montreal. We should get the rest of this game in without a problem. 75th minute. I know Caleb Porter coaches the Revs. San Jose's doing well this year. Crystal Palace lifts the FA Cup. I got to watch this clip. Hold on. This is something I never thought I'd ever see. Wow. Good for them. 75th minute. Crystal Palace has won the FA Cup, their first ever trophy in club history. Good for them. Prince Owuzu's coming on for Montreal. And they beat Man City. Petrasso is coming off injured, but Rioni's the one who comes off for Owuzu. '75th minute. I'm honestly happy for him. Hey, if a team wins their first ever trophy, you know, for a team like Crystal Palace, who has had a long history, that's it's not like they were old club. Whoever bet on Crystal Palace to win the FA Cup is probably going to make a lot of money today, especially if they did it before the season. A cheeky $5 on Crystal Palace to win the FA Cup. Let's see if that story comes out. Free kick. '77th minute. Thank you. 77th minute. Corner for, well, free kick for TFC. Basically a corner at this point with a setup, but they'll do nothing with it. Basically a short corner. 5-1 TFC. Ooh. Okay, that was better than I expected, but wide. 78th minute. Thank you. '79th minute. Have a good weekend. You sure you don't want to be here to? You sure you ain't gonna be here for the Leafs game to see me sad? If the Leafs are losing, you'll probably be here. I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm ready to be hurt again. There's a hole in Quebec that we call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal, go to hell. Shot over the bar. '79th minute. Henry Wingo's coming back. 10 minutes to go. Ten minutes to go. Plus stoppage time. What a freaking performance. Man, what a performance. So Montreal got one. That'll go wide. And Toronto will throw in. 81st minute. What's your thoughts on Oliver Glasner? Very good coach. I think Crystal Palace knocked it out of the park by getting him. Yeah, they had some bad moments this year, but that's life. They lost a player that they really got them farther. You know, Olise. It's going to be tough to lose him, and they still found a way to win a trophy. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's won. Cross in. 82nd minute. '82nd minute. Cross in. Nothing there. 83rd minute. Still 5-1. 83rd minute. That's going to be goal kick. '84th minute. '85th minute. 5-1. Five minutes plus stoppage time to go. Toronto leads, and they should easily hold on to a 5-1 win today. There, that's cool. That's good. 86th minute. Nice. 4 minutes to go. 5-1. '86th minute. Cross in. Corner headed down. Shot saved by Sean Johnson. '87th minute. '88th minute. Dauphins does stay nil. Sabao nil first half. Winner will be going to the Caribbean Cup next year. Speaking of, June 3rd looks like, well, it is when the draws are going to be for Central American Cup and Caribbean Cup. So get ready for those live stream watch along reactions on June 3rd. Yeah, that is kind of funny. But AT&T also. But hey, at least they have RBC. And then RBC put their sleeve logo on the LA Galaxy. I guess it's not as weird. Well, then again, 2 Canadian banks are advertising on both teams in El Tráfico tonight. BMO and RBC. Weird. 88th minute. '89th minute. Yeah, but the draws are in June. The draws for the tournament are in June. The tournament starts in September. August for the Central, but yeah. But the draws are a couple of months ahead of that, as always. So 89th minute. Etienne Jr. Corbianu into the 90th minute. 20 seconds of regular time to go. Playing forward. TFC's going to score a 6th goal. Bernadeschi. Corbianu with 2. Shot over. It's Breza. And it's in. 6-1 Toronto. Corbianu. 6-1. Yeah, we can make that 13. 6-1, Corbianu. Boom. 9 points away from 23's point total. 13 points. Corbianu over the arm of Breza. Damn, Toronto winning. Yeah, it's a good thing, though. Touchdown. Corbianu. Theo Corbianu. 90+1, just over the arm of Breza. One to 6. A minute and a half to go. Yeah, but at least they're gaining points. Very, very happy. Now, if they could play like this for the rest of the year. Maybe. Oh, there's a Montreal kid wearing a Florida Panthers hat. Toronto made you sad last night. They're going to make you sad tonight. They have made you sad tonight. And Toronto's going to make you sad tomorrow. And you love to see it. Like, seriously, though. Like, just a troll. Like, have a Florida Panthers hat just to troll? Shot saved by Breza. Not that it matters, but the final minute's about to tick away. Oh, the Battlehawks won. Good. Playing forward. Etienne. Bernadeschi over the top. Etienne has a chance. Shot wide. That was pretty cool. And that's full time. 6-1 TFC. TFC wins 1-6. What a win from TFC. They win the 401 Derby absolutely dominantly. That's what you want to see. Ha. You love to see it. You love to see it. With that being said, 6-1 TFC, that's what you want. There you go. -2 goal differential for TFC. Well, Toronto won. That's what matters to me. Leafs are in Game 7. TFC won. Let's see the Leafs win tomorrow. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And I'll see you tomorrow for Game 7 of the Leafs versus Panthers series. The winner goes on to play the Carolina Hurricanes. The loser goes golfing. We're going to find out who that'll be. And if the Leafs win, I'm considering if Winnipeg Dallas goes to a Game 7, I'm considering doing that Game 7 on Monday. If that goes to a Game 7, but I will be on here a bit longer at the end of the Leafs game, probably win or lose. But if the Leafs win, you know, if there's a $5 super chat that gets thrown out there for the Winnipeg Game 7, if they win tonight and then the Leafs win tomorrow, that might be worth it. Just saying. But we'll get to that when we get there. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Let's go, boys. Let's go.